since she was like 16. Not that I was that age. I was like 25.
Oh, okay. That's not a bad age difference.
Not really.
Especially once, you know.
Yeah, once you get over 20.
Yeah, once you get over 20.
Yeah. I mean, I reconnected with her when she was just out of college, so she was like 23.
Oh.
When I was like 31, 32.
Gotcha. Yeah, that.
Oh. You know you'd be so much better off on those if you knew you weren't going to try to do too much and you just brushed up heavier so that one, it got higher clearance, and two, it landed deeper. Because everything you're doing there is great, but you're hitting everything short. If you're not hitting it with any pace, you have to get more depth and get more topspin. Nice. That's better. Keep momentum and the hips then. Why do you always break strings for me?
Because usually after I play a tournament,
Yeah.
you're the first person I go back and forth.
Shit, I thought I was special.
I have really strong racket when I play a tournament. And I played 2 tournaments with these rackets, so I'm actually afraid I'm gonna break all of my strings today.
See, like that. That's good, but just get it deeper. There you go. There you go. Take step. You have time. Take a couple steps first and then load up. Nice. Good depth. Nice. So here's the deal. You're not under duress when you hit these shots. You should be able to get 1 top spin, 2 more depth. Alright? Your backhand, you actually did a pretty good job. Good. Good depth. No fear. Good step. Nice. Nice, Joe. Oh, fun. Nice work. Do you feel like in tournaments at 3-5 and 4-0 that you can sustain rallies like that?
Yeah.
Good, because then if you can sustain rallies like that and you know you can do it, then like consistently, then you got to start looking ahead. Like, At what point, let's say I was just gonna keep playing the way I did, and you were gonna keep hitting the way you did. At some point, you have to be looking for something more, which would be like a short ball or something where you can really pull me off the court or hit it down the line and then follow it in.
Well, I'm not able to do that yet. That's why I'm not winning and against better players.
Why do you not feel like you can do it? You just did it there.
No, I didn't say I'm not doing it. It's not that I don't feel like I can do
Is
it.
it a comfort level or not? Or you just don't have confidence? Or
I mean, against good players, when I know that this is not good enough, just keeping the ball deep,
right?
So I kind of freak out and I go for it but miss.
Because maybe you're not choosing the right ball. You're trying to force it.
Yeah.
But do you do it when you're playing someone who you deem as not being as good as you? Because I feel like if you played it someone better than you and you were hitting like this, you would be willing to take a chance and not be scared to miss.
But I'm missing.
Right, because you're choosing the wrong time to pull the trigger?
Yeah.
So do you know when the right time is to pull the trigger?
I don't think I have that much good mental clarity when I'm playing good tennis players that I mean, I don't think I am doing it right. No, I don't think I know when to pull the trigger.
Do you know when you're playing over the course of a match, when you feel like you're in the zone?
I mean, I know when if there's a short ball, you're supposed to and you have an opportunity to change direction, go forward.
Yeah.
That's when you do
That's
it.
a given.
Not on a short ball necessarily that goes cross court and pulls me out wide.
Right.
Those have to go back cross court. So I mean, and sometimes the low balls that I get, I don't move forward that fast because now it's practice. Maybe I move forward, but in matches I don't move forward as aggressively and as I'm not diligent about looking for those opportunities. So
right.
I'm half a step too late.
Right.
I get to the short ball, all of a sudden it's no longer a hit in my strike zone, or I'm freaking out because I know I'm getting there late, and I choose to either slice it or I don't.
Right, which works for 3-0, obviously.
Well, I'm playing 3-5 and 4-0.
Okay, good.
I've played a lot of 4-0 players this summer.
Right, and you realize that that kind of stuff.
I realize what my shortcomings in tennis are short balls, a lot of them, that need to be deeper, which is something we've kind of been working on too.
Right.
I'm not pulling them off the court at all. Most of my balls are going, if they're deep, they're going deep, but down the middle, two-thirds, or down the middle.
Okay.
I'm not able to generate angles against good players.
Okay.
Because they could hit a good angle, and I'm hitting the ball here, but most of the time I'm just directing it back.
But at some point, everything, over the course of a match, most points are going to be at neutral at some point.
Yeah.
Right. So.
And
that's
when it's
fine.
neutral, I'm not confident enough to take my opportunities. I always default to me being a retriever rather than
right, because you're more comfortable being that retriever instead.
Yeah.
Okay. So at what point do you feel like in a match, what can you do? At some point, everybody in a match, unless they're getting blown off the court, is going to feel like they're in the zone. At some point, even if it's just for like a couple games.
Yeah.
But hopefully it lasts longer. So what do you think you can do, or what do you normally do in a match to get yourself to be in the zone?
Get a lot of balls back in and have really long rallies.
Okay, so that should be your goal. Because if you can get in the zone and you start playing, and you start moving around, you start hitting well, then all of a sudden you don't have to think as much about those because you're in the zone, so then you can focus on your attentions on what we just talked about.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? So let's see if we can get some longer rallies so that you're in the zone and you don't worry so much about hitting, you just do it instinctively. Then you can start focusing on other stuff, which is more advanced. Like thinking about when you're going to pull the trigger, thinking about moving me around. Nice. That was a good one. Nice. Good depth. Not the reach though. especially on that, if you want to maybe drill it down the line and use your momentum, don't pull your left arm, keep it there. Because that time you stopped, spun around before you hit it, like you pivoted your right foot, and then your shoulder pulled. And then that caused you to hit off the tip or the mark, instead of driving through it. That one, step in.
This is what I don't do in matches.
Right,
I need
because
to do that.
you're so comfortable standing back here, which is a problem for me sometimes when I'm playing clay. You just have to, you recognize it's middle third, and you just have to step in and hit it. Not that you need to go for a win or anything, but you owe it to yourself to do that. Good. Nice. You earned yourself a short ball. Just get better at setting up and hitting that one. Let me just say one thing. On these balls, like those last several, you should have been able to step into every one. Now, you made a couple where you hit open, but the thing was you didn't hit it solid. And part of it is when you hit open, for you anyways, you run the risk of pulling off it and jumping around a lot.
Yeah.
Whereas if you hit close, you actually move better, you're more compact, and you never jump around and jerk your head. You may hit it short and not as hard as you would normally, but you stay still.
Okay.
I think those couple things should trump some of the other things. Less jumping around you do, more you keep your head still, more likely hit it solid. I can see you do more of that. Good. Keep driving that hip out. If you're gonna lunge on that, you're like this. You can't just go like this when you're done. You gotta keep moving at it and then past it. God damn it. Alright. Can I just say one thing? Is shots like that are much easier to make if you've just hit a 10-ball rally than if you had that on like the second ball. You agree?
Yeah.
For me anyways, it's like that.
Yeah.
Alright, so knowing yourself, you get a ball like that, you gotta play it close to the vest because you have no rhythm. But if it's like after the 10th ball, you probably can be pretty aggressive and you won't miss those anyway. There you go. Good. I don't know why you didn't come in. how tired you are or what it's
Probably wait for it to...
Okay. Because the reason why I'm asking now is because you're moving a lot better than you were like a year ago. And remember a year ago we did high balls and taking the correct route to the ball? You're not moving back correctly anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, remember we were, for example, like this. You're hopping back again. I'm sorry, I just noticed it. But like, you're not getting back quick enough, so then if you're back there late, you're not having enough time to load
Well,
up.
I can't see the ball. Like, you know, it comes out from darkness and it goes against the blue background and then comes back to me. I'm just not able to see well enough for me to like react to the ball.
Is it you can't see it or you can't judge the spin?
I'm just, I can't judge the spin and react to the ball good enough. Like I
Okay,
can't.
so then don't come forwards then. But that still has nothing to do with you being able to run back.
Yeah.
Because I have that problem playing indoors. So I'm not as aggressive. Good shot.
See, I can't even like know where this ball is gonna bounce. Coming to
Yeah,
me.
but the thing is, if you move better, you give yourself better odds of at least hitting that over. Forget about how aggressive you want to be. Because when you said you lost it, you didn't even really move correctly to it anyways. So had you swung, you would have mishit it. You would have blamed your eyesight when really it was your feet. Good. A little more rotation there on the finish with your body, with your hips. high side or not, we're working on taking aggressive swings with you moving forwards whether you make it or not. Good. Just get used to making the move. Good. Let's step in on that. So, we can either do this hitting wise or I can feed you a set, but I think the fact that the longer some of these rallies go, the more likely you're going to miss anyways. I think it would be a different story if you missed long rallies, but you also were willing to take chances to come forward and hit it and hit some winners. And maybe miss a few as well. Because right now you're kind of one-dimensional, and when you do come forward, it's kind of predictable. You know? And I think that being more unpredictable, especially on balls you know you're capable of stepping in on, I think that'll help a lot more with the results because you can catch your opponents by surprise. Like on those last couple, we're just guys hitting it back to you, but you hit like 4 good ones in a row, and after you're done hitting and you finished, I didn't see you even remotely make a move forwards. Like even as you were finishing hitting it, you really didn't come forwards that great considering how well you stepped in. Okay. Right? And then, the rally continued and you just randomly missed one. If you're gonna miss, you should be giving yourself a chance to win the point. Okay? Don't miss it having no shot at winning the point. Keep up that intensity like that. Even though you feel like you're a little out of control. Step in. Nice job. Good. Nice. So, let me help you on those volleys. You split step, you saw it coming, it was floating in the air, you went, either you're split and you're here and you're waiting for it to come to you and then you go, or if you're going to move your feet, move forwards. But the fact that it was floating, it was coming at you, it doesn't matter because you're going to hit it first anyways. You didn't need to go like this because not only were you not set, but you weren't moving towards it either. So that's two whammies. At that point, you decided you're not going to go forwards, then stand still.
Yeah.
Good. Because then you won't hit it off the tip. When you get your ball of your choice that you want to pull the trigger on, take steps. Good. Keep doing that. It's completely out of your comfort zone, which is what you need to experience a little bit more if you want to just get above the level you're at. Great shot there. Come in on that one. There you go. Good. I like the aggression. Come on. Good. Oh, shit. So,
does. It feels okay, but
Okay.
knowing how many of them are going to the net.
Yeah, but see, you can be out of control for that initial ball, or have that feeling, but then once you hit that first one, and then you're moving forwards,
Yeah.
and then that one you sprayed way over there, that one you got to be a little calmer than the one before.
Okay.
And then after you hit that one,
Yeah.
and you come in more, then you got to be a little calmer on the next one relative to the previous one. You understand?
I think I get calmer and calmer as I get to
Yeah,
the
and
net
that's the
because
idea.
I'm more comfortable hitting a volley, honestly, than
Okay.
ripping a forehand.
Okay. But honestly, when you hit a ground stroke like this, I'm trying to get you to raise your aggression level so that you can generate more pace and more topspin.
Yeah.
I already know that you're going to be calmer when you get a volley.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.